Sri Lanka's most popular folklore. At number 5, we have our girl Lavinia Aponsuwa. Hailing from the small coastal town of Galkissa, the love story of Governor General of Ceylon in 1805, Sir Thomas Maitland, and Lavinia, a beautiful roadie dancer of European and Sinhalese descent, has to be Ceylon's very own tale as old as time. It was a truly, madly, deeply kind of love at first sight, when the 47-year-old governor first laid eyes on the 16-year-old Lavinia at a party held at his home. So Lavinia and her father's tribe of dancers visited his mansion, which is now Mount Lavinia Hotel, to welcome the governor. The two soon became lovers and were inseparable. The governor even changed her name from Lavinia to Lavinia. The news of their affair reached King George of England, who ordered the governor to stop seeing Lavinia. But that didn't stop them. I mean, did that ever stop anyone? So Governor Maitland and Lavinia had to take extra precautions. So they met in secret. So Governor Maitland constructed an underground tunnel that led from the wine cellar of his colonial bungalow to a well in Lavinia's home. So this tunnel is where the couple would meet in secret. Every night, Lavinia would take the tunnel to the mansion and sneak back home before the day dawned. So during her relationship with the governor, Lavinia ensured that her people from the roadie caste, who were the most oppressed in the Sinhalese community, were granted freedom. So the roadie caste at the time were not allowed to wear any upper body clothing, and they were also not allowed to wear anything below their knee. So if they felt cold, they weren't able to cover themselves unless someone from an upper caste granted them permission to do so. The roadie caste were also not allowed to have doors or windows in their home or even build their own home. They all had to live in like makeshift shacks. So Lavinia used her relationship with Governor Maitland to end the oppression that her caste faced and grant them freedom. So Governor Maitland granted the roadie caste written rights to dress as they please and build proper homes that they can live in. So I guess some good came out of this relationship. Sadly, 6 years later, in 1811, the couple's relationship came to an end when King George ordered the immediate removal of Governor Maitland from Sri Lanka. The governor was given only 2 weeks' notice to leave to Malta. As the governor was leaving, his only request was to rename his home, his former colonial bungalow, to Mount Lavinia in honor of his love. Governor Maitland promised Lavinia that he would come back for her, but he didn't. Some say Lavinia flung herself off a ledge into the ocean in despair of her lost love, and others say she just moved to Gaul, where she bought her own home, which she lived in for the rest of her days. So I watched this documentary that News First at Sirasade, which showed the couple's tunnel of love, which leads from Mount Lavinia Hotel to Lavinia's home. The home that Lavinia once lived in has been converted into a school, Buddhist Girls College, Mount Lavinia. So there have been several sightings of Lavinia's spirit. Young students of Buddhist Girls College in Mount claim to see this mysterious, beautiful young woman roaming the school corridors. The teachers of this school also claim to see Lavinia. There was this young girl who claimed to see the spirit of Lavinia dancing. The teachers claim that the library is where Lavinia's spirit is most active. So the librarian claimed that the books that they arranged neatly on the shelves in the afternoons before they left school would be on the table of the library when they returned the next morning. And they would find these library books in the strangest places the next day. The epic love story of Sir Thomas Maitland and Lavinia Aponsuwa will always be one for the ages. Do you think Lavinia threw herself off a ledge after her heartbreak? Or did she just move to Gaul for a fresh start with all the riches she probably inherited? Let me know in the comments.